Welcome back, everyone. You know, one of the battles that I face as a parent is helping my daughter's rooms grow with them so they don't get tired of them. I'm in the middle of this issue right now. Thank goodness we have a professional here to help us come to the rescue. We have Courtney Warren. She is an interior designer. She's going to help us create rooms that grow with our kids.
Yeah, so that's a hard one because I feel like kids grow so fast, and with that they're changing all the time. And so by the time that we do something in their room that they like, they're into another phase and into another show or video game, and we're having to change it all over again.
So where do we start? What's the basis of a great room, and then how do we mix it up over the years?
Okay, so I think the basis, first of all, for a kid's room is to work with them, to not let them be the boss. And the kids they want to be the boss of me all the time. I have to say, okay, who's the parent here? It's me. I'm making that decision. So first of all, it's just that we're going to work together. It's going to be a joint effort. And then you can make wise choices as you move forward. So really, you're thinking with the end in mind. And the end would be to not have to change this room every 6 months. And so you really want to lay the foundation of how to do that. And I would say the first thing is to start with more of a neutral theme.
Okay.
And I don't even mean colors as much. Like you could paint a room pink, but you don't want to go all out into a character or a gimmick. You want to keep the foundation of the room in things that are going to last the test of time. And then you can bring in some accessories that you can easily change out, like pillows or posters.
Absolutely. So you have some cool stuff here. Let's go through what you've brought in and how we could work these in to add some cool touches to a kid's room.
Absolutely. So I think the first thing is to be creative when you're shopping. So it's really easy when a child wants a new room just to go to the biggest box store and take one of everything down the aisle. And that can get expensive. And so what I'm thinking towards is looking online for handmade things, maybe on Etsy, some original art, something that's a little interesting. So we have this wood frame right here, and it just has a really sweet thing that I tell my kids all the time, and that's we can do hard things. Things all the time. We can.
I love that.
Yeah, and so that's hand painted, and we're supporting a local artist.
Which is great.
Right, and it's something that's a little different to have in the room. So another really fun take. So this is a franchise. I'm sure some people have heard of Darth Vader, but it's not a movie poster. It's a little twist on it. And so it's Darth Vader in a really nice suit, which I think
better than he ever has.
Right. Yes, he's not burned to a crisp yet. So, spoiler alert, sorry. So I hope if you haven't seen Star Wars, maybe you might see it in the next 20 years.
Hope you already watched it.
Right, yeah, exactly. So, but this is a fun take. If you have a Star Wars lover, it doesn't have to be the same thing that you've seen before. It can be a little twist on it, and that's something that they can grow with through time.
Very cool. I love that. That's
awesome. I think another way to really embrace being able to last the test of time with a kid's room is to go vintage. And so these are some cool camping things, because camping room for kids are really cute, really in, and it's a great thing for a young child, like a young boy or an older boy, or maybe a girl who loves the outdoors. And so instead of doing new camping items, I'm taking old vintage thermoses and coolers and camping signs and all different kinds of things. And yeah, Darth Vader, watch out.
He's trying to move on us.
And using those for the camping room. And so that makes the room instantly look classic, and it was just as easy as finding something old.
Absolutely. What about this?
Okay, so this is a really cool idea. A lot of times when I'm with clients in any room of the house, they feel a lot of pressure to use items that are keepsakes and mementos from their home. And so maybe they have a dresser that their grandmother gave them, and they don't really like the dresser, but they feel this obligation to honor their grandmother and use it. And so that's a whole nother show for a whole nother time. But what I tell them is, if you don't love something in your home, you should honor it in a different way. And so this is a really cool way to use a memento or a keepsake. And this was actually my dad's letter on his Letterman jacket. And I have a sports lover. And so we put it in a window box and a shadow box and hung it on his wall. And it's a really sweet keepsake of his grandfather.
I love that. That's a way to keep beautiful things around with you all the time.
Exactly.
So what would you say your aesthetic is, and as a designer, how do you mesh what you know will look right with what your clients might want?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I would say my aesthetic is refined rustic. I love bringing in a little vintage, but I ultimately, at the end of the day, love to use what the clients love, because they might have a different style than me, but I think a lot of people don't know their own style. So I want to help them embrace that for whatever it is, and then I'll put my own twist on it. And so I really curate their items and help them find what they love, because it's not a house I'm going to live in, it's a house they're going to live in. So I want it to be something that they love.
Well, thank you. You are just darling.
Oh, you're so sweet. You are too.
So
Thank
I'm
you.
Redo my girls' room.
Okay, well, good luck.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
So you can find Courtney at CourtneyWarren.com. You can also follow her on Instagram at Courtney Warren Home and get more great tips and design ideas from her there. Stay with us. We're going to check on the weather when we come back.